Dear students, today we will continue the lesson. As you know, the lesson, what about the lesson was, and the name of the lesson titled as life. Dear students, we had a look on different elements of this prose, and most importantly, we talked about the communication, even I should say the interaction that happens between wind, that happens between wind and other elements like moon, clouds, earth, stars, ocean, etc. So we had discussed different aspects. What is the idea of life, keeping the moon in concern? What is the idea of a life, keeping the stars in concern? What is the idea of life? What is the perception of life as far as the ocean is concerned? And we had gathered the knowledge from different aspects. We had gathered the knowledge from different elements. As far as the interaction and communication, even I should say the perceptions of different these entities are concerned. Keeping the basic notion of this life in concern, I had already discussed in the previous lecture that this life is actually meant for what? The life has so many definitions. If as a layman I would signify the notion of life, it will give me different characters. It will show different characters, it will show different features, it will show different, what I should say, the qualities. But keeping the notion and perception of this very lesson in concern, we had to discuss with it this lesson within the context of this very prose, isn't it?
Yes,
As I know, this is actually a dramatic poem that was written by Ramnath Shastri, and it is actually written in Dogri language. That was written by Ramnath Shastri, and finally it gets translated into English language. And that where the namely the writer, the name is Shivnath. Shivnath is the man who has just translated the Dogri language into English. So finally, we reached the next element of this very lesson. That is, we were talking about the Earth. The Moon was asking so many questions. Similarly, the Moon asked some questions to Earth in turn, and in return, what Earth replies, the Earth replies in its own way the answer of this very particular question. One wind was asking, what is the meaning of life? What is the meaning of
life.
The Earth gave it its notion. Earth has some other concepts as compared to moon, as compared to clouds, as compared to stars, as compared to ocean. This Earth signifies the definition of life in a way. The Earth, the Earth signifies and adds in addition. What Earth said? Earth said actually that I am the actually the mamta. I had the mamta, I had the concept and notion, I had the idea and feeling of mamta as compared to other elements. Like I am providing water, I am providing, the sort of this water to every living and non-living components of this planet. What sort of uh, qualities further in addition this earth is actually interpreting? The earth replies that I am providing water to the sprouts, I am providing water to the plants, I am providing water to the trees, I am providing water to the thirsty people. This is actually the quality of mamta. This very notion is actually the idea of this is the, actually the, this notion is the this notion is from earth. This earth is actually interpreting this very notion in a different style. It has some other aspects as well, like it is comparing, it is contrasting his qualities, it is contrasting its qualities in comparison with clouds, in comparison with stars, in comparison with moon, in comparison with ocean, in comparison with earth, in comparison with what I mean to say other elements that are here in planet, other elements of our planet, of this planet, isn't it? Am I right?
Yes,
Are you getting me?
Yes, sir.
So what is actually, there are some other additions as compared to the element of earth is concerned. This earth gives so many interpretation as well, like to provide the water to sprouts. What does it mean? Plants are growing, sprouts are growing, everybody is developing. You know the importance of water, everybody knows the importance of water. This is possible only once this earth as a planet, it gathers, it collects the water in different styles, like the clouds, the rain. Sort of character is possible once earth has the power and it has the caliber to collect and gather this kind of you provide water, to provide water to grow, to the growth of plants. It makes nature beautiful. Nature beautiful. Are you getting me here? Yes. Any confusion?
No, sir.
Similarly, these are the elements, these are the qualities that Earth is discussing. Earth is actually this dramatic poem is elaborating as far as this element of Earth is concerned. So, to provide water to the sprouts, especially this book is talking about sprouts, to make water available to thirsty people. Available to thirsty. Do you know what is the meaning of thirsty? Huh?
Bouquet.
Very nice. Not only bouquet, you can't say it hungry. We can say that
Yeah,
the
see.
person who is in dearth of, who has the need of water. Who has the need of
Water.
water. Who has the need of
Water.
For example, if you are thirsty, you need water. You want to drink a water. Am I right?
Yes, sir.
That you were talking, okay, that's something different. You mean hungry. When you need food, that means you are hungry. When you have the need of food, you are hungry. When you are thirsty, that means you need to drink a water. That's it, isn't it?
Yes.
Am I right? Are you
Yes.
getting me?
Yes,
Any
sir.
confusion?
No, sir.
Any confusion?
No, sir.
So this notion of earth actually demands, it actually gives us a lesson. What sort of lesson it gives? One sentence that is actually written in this very element, that is the earth is saying that I had the quality of mom, I had the quality of mamta, because I am providing water to every thirsty. I am providing water to every thirsty. Or I should say every organism, every what sort of organisms are here. This earth is providing water. So this is a sort of the quality of mamta. For example, if I will compare it with what I should say with the mothers, with our mothers, like our mother is nurturing the baby. This mothers are nurturing the baby. They are providing nourishment. They are giving them lifestyle. They are directing them to so many what I should say growth development. Am I right?
Yes, sir.
Mother, how she is just keeping her son, how this mother is keeping her son in a desirable way, giving her the goal, her the goal, a sort of whether it is boy, whether it is girl, how they are feeding the babies. Am I right?
Yes,
So
sir.
this is possible only once mother provides all these things. So the growth of any person, whether growth of any child and the children are possible because of these things that the mother is providing so many things to the baby. Similarly, this earth is actually it is contrasting. Even I should say it is comparing and contrasting itself with the qualities of mother, and even I should say this earth is it is actually interpreting and elaborating the notions of different things. It has the qualities, what sort of qualities it is providing, what sort of features this earth has. Even I should say earth has a heap of qualities that we had not the, even I should say there are further keeping the book in concern. Even beyond that, this earth is providing so many things. So this is the planet that life is possible only because of this planet. The life is possible because of this planet. Once this planet, if there is moon, the life is not possible there is moon, because neither there is food, neither there is water, neither there is any sort of what I should say privilege available in that very planet. That is why the living organisms and our lives are not possible there in moon. Am I right?
Yes,
So
sir.
Earth is possessing the heap of qualities. Earth has a collection of possibilities, collection of characteristics, collection of congenialities, collection of what I should say, collection of these attributes that I need to discuss, that I want to convey to you. Am I right?
Yes,
So
sir.
similarly, this was the notion of Earth that keeping once we'd ask so many questions to different these like he was asking questions to moon, he was asking questions to stars, he was asking questions to this what I should say clouds. So every what element provides and privileges her answer in a different style. Similarly, Earth also provides the sort of answer, the lifestyle, the life, what I should, how this life is going, what is my quality. Even I should not say any element that is in the planet is not providing any sort of what I should say is not providing any sort of attribute to the planet. They had also the characteristics as well. But Earth has some qualities that we feel. We feel in a different way because we are living in it. We are living over it here. This earth is providing water. This earth is providing you the nature that is possible. One is living in non-living components are living in association. One is there is association between living and non-living components like biotic and abiotic components. These are two components. They are living in association. This is possible only once living and non-living components. What I should say had a combination. This so the life is possible. Ecosystem is possible, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
Life is possible only when there is ecosystem.
System.
So this is Earth that has the ecosystem, that has living component, that has non-living component, that is biotic component, that is abiotic component, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
Do you know the notion of living and non-living component? Do you know the quality of biotic and abiotic component? Anybody among you who will just characterize this living and non-living component? Mr. Azam, stand up. What is living component? Biotic component. Non-living component. This and this. Living component is, for example, we are human beings. We are human beings. We are human beings. See. For example, living component, or we can say biotic component. Living component, as you know, yeah, human beings comes in the category of living component. Human beings, plants are living. Am I right?
Yes,
Huh?
sir. Yes, sir.
Human beings, plants, animals. These comes under the category of living
Component.
Similarly, there is abiotic component. Abiotic component. What comes under the category of abiotic component? Like oceans,
Star.
stars, rivers, moon, etc. So the association of living and non-living components form what? They form
What?
They form ecosystem. They form
Ecosystem.
Life is possible once there is association between living and non-living
Components.
This association forms the ecosystem.
Ecosystem.
The order, the what I should say, the order of this ecosystem is possible once they have the association. Like they had a sort of association. This form the ecosystem. If there is any disruption between the two, if there is any what I say interference or any sort of disruption between the two, it creates disorder in the what I should say, it creates disorder in the ecosystem. So keeping this very particular notion in concern, you can yourself understand the importance of earth. So earth is an essential component. So this was all about the notion of earth. The passing bit was posing a question, and in return, life this earth gives the answers and privilege reads and provides different answers and different qualities. Actually, the earth describes its qualities in a different style as compared to other elements that are in the prose. So, like same question was asked to stars. The passing word was asking some questions to stars as well. Like as I in the previous lecture, we were discussing about this the notion of wind. I was talking about the moving air is called wind. You know the wind. What is wind? Wind is actually the moving air. Am I right? This is a dramatic poem. This has been taken from the dramatic poem. So the wind is passing wind is asking so many questions, different elements in the prose. So one element of this prose is star. Stars have also asked the question. The star in a beautiful reply, the beautiful reply of stars. Stars are saying that we are bound. Once there is moon, because we are bound, we don't show our qualities. Once it feels we are in captivity. We are in
Captivity.
like we don't have a sort of this independence. Once this moon is away from us, the stars twinkle. They have a different style. They are providing different kind of this light. Even I should say, a family, a sort of family is. This is the sort of family. Like stars are itself saying that the once we are in collection, we are in a collection. We form our own family, and this family has a strength. This family has a power. This family is once this family is away from the moon, it has a sort of independence. We are independent living. So this is the notion of stars. Stars are also elaborating and interpreting and connoting their ideas. They are also providing, they are also privileging, they are also connoting a sort of ideas, notions. They are giving the answers in a different direction, in a different design, as compared to other elements in the dramatic prose. Isn't it?
Yes, sir.
So similarly, one main point that is here discussed in the element of this very element that we are in captivity. Captivity, as you know, the notion of captivity. You are in what I should say. You are in occupation, isn't it? Once you are in occupation, you don't have the freedom to. You don't have the freedom to work. You don't have the freedom to feel. You don't have the freedom to what I should say live. So they were in a what to say in a elaborated way. They discussed that the problem of ours is once the moon is actually heading us, so we feel in captivity. We don't have the power to feel ourselves in a beautiful way. This was the idea. This was the notion of. This was the notion of stars. You know, there is sort of difference. Similarly, you know, what sort of difference? This very element is also providing and giving us a lesson. What sort of lesson it is giving? It is saying that, see, once human beings are in captivity or in occupation, they don't work, they don't feel equal, they feel exploitation, they feel alienation. There is neither any sort of happiness, neither any sort of joy, neither any sort of what I say freedom. So similarly, these are the non-living components, but these non-living components had also the what I should say. This has been also characterized. See the character, see the features, see what they want to convey. This has been also taken from these non-living components. So same is the case. We are living components. So we should. This is actually this lesson and this dramatic prose is giving us a lesson, a big lesson, a very beautiful lesson. Like we are human beings. We should behave in a way. We should not actually accept. We should not accept any sort of occupation, any sort of alienation, any sort of exploitation from any person. Once you are free, you can do everything. Once you are in captivity, you don't do anything. This is actually a sort of punishment for you. Similarly, stars saying we had this is a punishment. Once moon is in a moon is heading us, we are in punishment. Once we are twinkling, we have our own family, we are on what I say light. That is actually giving us happiness. That is actually giving us freedom, equality. Even I should say that sort of twinkling, that sort of character is giving us the existence as well. Am I right?
Yes,
Am I
sir.
getting me? Any confusion?
No,
Any
sir.
confusion?
No, sir.
Any confusion?
No.
So this is the notion of stars and earth as well. Earth is in a different style, providing it and privileging. Even I should say giving it its privileges, and similarly stars are also giving it its notions and privileges. So compare these two elements of this prose. It will actually give you a lesson that you should live in you should live in freedom, you should live in equality, you should live in you should have the sort of emancipation, you should have a sort of what I should say entertaining atmosphere. Once you are free, once you are equal, once you have the good notions, You had the mature notions. You can do it. You should not be in captivity. You should not remain in occupation, alienation, exploitation. These characters will actually make you lethargic. So be free and just enjoy your life.
Life.
Be good for future as life. Thank you, dear students.